Hello, everybody, and welcome to this quick modeling run through in how to ideate and build these four different lighting fixtures in Shaper 3D. In this demo, we will start first by bringing in a reference photo, and then I will show you how we are only going to use one sketch with minimal effort, and then smart modeling techniques are going to build all these four different designs. Two, as you can see, are revolve based, and then the other two are extrusion based. And with all that said, let's do it. Let's get started. I will go to the front view, go to Add, Image, navigate to where the image was downloaded to, open, there it is. And then I can move this to somewhere. Let's start with this light pendant. That's easy, 72 high, 12.2 wide, very good. So I start a sketch. From the origin, I draw a line up, 72 inches, and there we see that's a pretty long line. So let's exit the sketch, move our images up, go to uniform scale, drop the origin down, and make this nice and sufficiently big. So while I'm inside my sketching, I can see the dimensions. We have a container or a housing on top for the electronics, maybe 6 and 2 and over, and then this goes down. And I know this has a radius here of 12.2 inches divided by 2. So how can we do that? That's pretty simple. We select this line, go to here, and then we say 12.2 divided by 2. So the dimension divided by 2 is the radius. Then we can bring this over. This actually should be a hanging power cable that is going to be very thin. So we can specify this maybe with 0.2, make it nice and skinny. I will select all lines, double click, then select this line to deselect it and say horizontal vertical. Very good. Okay, now I will draw here another line like this. Right click, select both lines, and then let's click and drag to the left side. And then we say parallel. So now these two lines are beautifully parallel. At the bottom here, I would like to have, let's say, 3/4 of an inch. Then I will go ahead, zoom in a little bit, 2 cube or grids from the left edge, one up, over, and then down one. And I have 2 cube grids, kind of like left over. So I can use this, select this sketch profile, select this sketch center line and revolve. Select this sketch profile, select this center line and revolve. There's number one. Very easy. Okay, so production line. How do we continue? Let's do this one. That is 25 white. Okay, I will go to sketch, go to front view. The whole sketch is selected. Then I go to the move command, turn on copy, and make a copy and bring this over. Click somewhere, double click everything, and then, yeah, I want this to be nicely snapped onto that grid. There we are. This will be a little bit wider. Let's say 0.5. There we are. The rest kind of like can stay the same, but this is not correct. This is not correct, as well as this, and this, and this one we remove 2. So 24.4. So that's 12. Let's say 12.5. Okay. I will draw myself somewhere a rectangle. Right click, drop that command, U to U. That should be 12.5. Oh, everything moved over. So there, beautiful. I don't want this to move around a lot. So for the moment, I lock this. And take a look at what I can do here. You see how this rotates. So this one we could now specify to be 10 inches. Very good. This we could specify to be 0.25 inches or a half an inch. Because we have a dimension here, we can very easily rotate around that point. But you see it's all a little bit jiggleish. So we will create ourselves a small helper line. This dimension, maybe for the moment we move away. And here, this one we remove. So now you see this can be freely moved around. And what I will do now is I will decide. So what is the lowest point? That maybe can be this one or this one. Let's work from this one. So from there, click, right click, drop the line. This one also construction line and goes down. And this construction line we specify to be 12.5. Beautiful. So this is kind of like keeping a distance and keeping the vertical orientation. And I can select this and this and say, well, what's the angle? 80 degrees. Very good. We need to have also the nice curved body that's going to have the light. Very good. Then I will from here draw myself a helper line over to there and right click, stop. This is a helper line and horizontal, vertical. Beautiful. Very good. So what can I do now? This one I can bring down, for example, let's say to there. Very good. And then I will also draw here on the right edge a circle till it hits this endpoint. Very good. Right click, drop circle. And then this midpoint I can not move on up, actually U to U, coincident. So now you see this is glued onto that endpoint. How big this one is, we will later see. Okay, so let's go ahead. So here we have this and this, and that we can revolve. Beautiful. We have this and this axis we can revolve. We have this and this axis we can revolve. Very good. And then we have this piece here, which I will select. I might have to select individual elements like this. Then let's go to extrude, symmetrical, and then you see when we move the cursor onto the surface, it snaps to it. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. And now you can see here, this ring we can make a little bit smaller. Should not be smaller than this ring or pipe. This is maybe too close on top. So we can go back into the sketch. This one here I will delete. And also maybe this one I delete. And then this whole thing we move down a little bit. You see how the pipe goes down. There. Okay, very good. Yeah, this is better. If I double click, this is one piece. This one I will hide and I will select this and press delete. Oh, I cannot, but I can bring this further down. Okay, you see how we are shrinking this. Moving this down, made this, as you can see, stick into that more. If we want, then we can select those two, double click, and union. So it's one piece. Perfect. Number 2 is done. Then let's go to this one. This is pretty easy. This is pretty much something we can do from a side view. So go to the sketch, And then I will draw myself. So this is 46 by 3. So 3 inches by 46 inches. There we are. Beautiful. And then we up here also will have a small plate for kind of like the mounting on the ceiling. I double click the whole thing, go to move command, simply bring this over. Okay, so now actually the height here is the same. We can, by the way, select this and this edge and then say tangent, then they always are on the same height. I would like both to be centered. So from midpoint to midpoint, I draw a line. Very good. And drop the tool. It's a construction line and horizontal. Since we're here, I'm going to draw in one line, right click, and another line, right click, select both. They are horizontal. And then maybe 0.25. That's half an inch, 0.5. Maybe it's easier to see. And that's all what we need. So now I can go ahead. So this is nearly 2 inches extrusion sideways. So I select this one, go to extrude both 2 inches. Yeah, okay, there we are. This is a revolve body. There we are. Then double click, select this line, and then we mirror this over. We only model this once. There. And this is our mounting plate on top. Symmetry, 3 inches, for example. There we are. Very good. Here we want to have an insert, so I could extrude something in and then cut and move this out. I can also shell this, for example, with 0.25 of an inch. Very good. And then I will select this one, do an extrusion, bring this one down to this plate. You see it snaps, and then say new body. Or alternatively, I could select this face and say loft. Bonk. Now I have a new body. Just one easy quick hack. Very good. Okay, so now comes actually the last one. Maybe while we're in sketch mode, select all this, and then we can slide this over. We want to build this one. So this is 45 inches by 1.5 and 3/4. Let's assume we are going to use the same center post. Double click, select all, move, copy, bring this over, let's say to there. Very good. Then I will clean up this a little bit. That goes and this goes. I do not have a line down there. So here is a line. So that is filled. Very good. And I need another rectangle. So 3 inches by 45. Actually, no, that was not 3. This was 1.5 by 3/4. Right click, drop, double click, 1.5. There we are. And now this midpoint has to be here on that point. So U to U, can we do midpoint clock? You see it was glued onto it. Beautiful. So what we can do now is I select this one and this one and this edge, and then I do a revolve. So that's our piece in the center. But let's undo. Let's say there are three posts, kind of like we screw them together. So we can draw, let's say here, a horizontal line, and maybe somewhere else another horizontal line. We just only do this with one. This one we say horizontal. And now I have this profile, which I revolve around there. And then I have these two profiles, which I revolve around there. Now, when something is shipped, very often these tubes are smaller, and then we screw them together. All these bodies I want to put into one folder. There we are. So now I can comfortably select all this. This was, I think, 3/4. So symmetry, then there we are. Beautiful. This loft command was actually very easy. So here, 0.25. There we are. Select this, and we do a loft. There we are. Then we can show everything else from this body and this body. So double click, and then shift double click. Let's do a subtract from these two bodies. We want that to remove, but keep the holes. No, we have actually the holes now, as we can see. Perfect. Our shell is a little bit thick, so 0.1. That feels much better. 0.075. So it's kind of like 2 millimeters material thickness. There we are. Very good. If this is, for example, too thick, so this pipe, there is the radius, maybe a 0.3. You see how we can just scale everything down more. Beautiful. Maybe 0.4. What we can do now is we can select these two. And it's actually now very easy. How many copies do we want? We go to the pattern command. 3 pieces, and they should be spacing 6 inches apart. What about we make 4? We add more. 1 more. Cool. Okay. And then, with that done, the trick is click, drag to the left side, tab, there's bodies, and then I can rotate those as desired. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, haha, I didn't select bodies. There. Cool. Okay. Then we can go to the visualization mode. Let's go to environment first here, then darker, now ground plane. Thank you. Material, we will go to metal and drag this one up onto the default material, and then click, click, and click, 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 and click, and then change. That goes to utility, and that a nice orange. This, then we can do a nice dark gray. And there we are. Look at that. Doesn't it look beautiful? So a very quick exploration of how to rebuild these individual light fixtures with very basic modeling tools. Now the keys, and also how do we do the drafting and use the sketching, kind of like really to help us to drive the geometry and modeling commands. That's it.